Okay guys, most important thing for this type of car first is drop the top. CCQ! Sorry our first take. Oh my god! And that is the Daihatsu Copen for you. Hey guys, what's up? So beside me we have the Daihatsu Copen, which is a drop the top. Yeah, so major thanks to the concept, especially CCQ, for giving me this opportunity to touch that CC and review a bit, give it some love, some drop the top love. So the name Daihatsu Copen actually comes from K car and open. So from K and then you have open, then you mash together and you can Copen. And the whole reason why it is not K and it's C, because it's a convertible to drop the top. So yeah, a little bit of backstory of the Copen name from this car. So it debuted in 1990 at the Tokyo Motor Show as a concept car. Because it's a K car, right? So it's a 660cc, but due to not being able to meet the emissions regulations in certain countries, it was actually changed to a 1.3 litre turbo in other countries. But then in Japan itself, it still remained as a 660cc car. Also, in 2002 to 2007, there actually existed a unit which had a detachable hardtop. So that, if it's in Malaysia, if you all see this, please, I want to see it. Okay, please. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, let's get to it. That was about all the small little facts that I know about the Daihatsu Copen. Now let's get to the car. So the Daihatsu Copen has 63 horsepower and 92 Newton meters of torque. As you can see, it's a very, very cute car and it's a drop the top. I cannot. So as you know, it's a K car, the Daihatsu Copen. 63 horsepower, 92 Newton meters of torque. Honestly, it doesn't really have that much power. But the thing is, isn't it so cute? I feel like we should have more of this in Malaysia. It's small, it's cute, it's a drop the top. What else do you want? The color as well. It's yellow. Okay, so moving to the front. Let's talk about the front first, okay? This is the second generation one. There's the first one before this. Now the first one, I remember the headlights being a bit more secure. This second generation one, they made it more angular. And I would say I actually prefer this one over the first generation, and I feel like they did all the right things now, okay? I mean, this is angular enough. It is not too much going on where you look at it, it's like, oh, what's that? No, like there's just enough curves here, and this, like the bulge here as well. I mean, it just looks so beautiful. I really think it looks very, very nice. And when you see it, it just puts a smile on your face. The color, the size, everything is just nice. Let's move to the side. Okay guys, so this was redesigned to be more angular than its predecessor, and it has a monocoque frame which is called the D frame. Also, it is designed to have body panels. It is made from resin so that you can actually play around with the colors. Like let's say you want this in a certain color, you can be like, yeah, okay. So it's a very obvious a toy color, huh? So guys, if you notice the tyre here, right, do you notice that the tread is actually something that you don't usually see in Malaysia? Well, this is because it's a snow tyre. How do I know that? Because he told me. I wouldn't know. It's 16-inch, and to me, right, I feel like the car, when I look at the car, I wouldn't think that this is actually 16 inches because it looks actually smaller, but when you look at the car as a whole, it feels like it's quite proportionate to the car itself. So it's very obvious from the camera that it has very, very beautiful lines. Now, when I look at it up close, I can't really see it, but when I look at it from afar, you can definitely see the lines on this car. I mean, this just pointing all the way to the front just gives the car, I don't know, I just feel like they styled it very, very well. And it's a very nice breath of fresh air because there's a lot of newer cars now. You see there are lines everywhere. And this thing here, it is like, I'm fun, I'm small, I just want to make people smile. I feel like this is the vibe that the car is giving me. I'm absolutely just taking it all in. It doesn't need to overproof itself in a way. It's just, yeah, this is me. I don't have many lines, but it's nice. Okay guys, I'm trying my best to sort of show you and let you hear the sound, but I have to run very fast, okay? Wait ah. When you open the boot, it has sort of a mechanical sound that happens inside there. I'm not sure what happens inside there, but yeah. And you have to actually press the button for quite a while before it opens this way. 这个是 hydraulic 是不是？ Oh. Yeah, it's hydraulic, and this idiot here is trying to push the thing all the way up. So as you see, because the roof is down, there's no space at all inside. So if you want to put anything, you put it in before the roof comes down lah, huh? Alright guys, if we look at the back here more up close, you will notice that the tail lights, I don't know lah, I feel got a bit of S2K feel. In my mind, I don't know whether it looks exactly, but when I just look at it as a whole, it gives me a bit of a mini S2K. When I look at this, it reminds me of the Z4. It feels like it's a combination of a lot of cars, but on its own, it's a very, very unique design. The thing that I think is very, very cute, right, is this, if you notice, the tailpipe, the exhaust here. Now, I think that it has been modified because I don't think it comes standard like this, and the rear diffuser here also just put together very, very well. I think nice. Okay guys, now I'm going to up the top for you to take a look at the mechanism. Shit. So as you can see, car key, button. And to put up the top, it's just a button somewhere here. What do I have to do? Yeah. So there's a very slight beep, beep. It's not like beep, it's just beep when you close the top. And there are latches here. Then it beeps again, probably telling you like good job. And there you have it guys. Okay guys, so this is what the inside of the boot looks like when the top is up, okay? So you have to actually make sure that this thing is out when the top goes down, when you drop the top. And then if not, your boot is actually pretty big. Of course you know what I'm going to do. Thank you, D-Concept, for lining my shenanigans. Alamak, did I press lock with my butt? So you can tell the shape inside is a little bit weird. It's not like a whole rectangle, a whole square, but I fit. So yeah, it's good. Look at that. You don't even have to actually bang it down. You can just press it down and yeah. Now before we head on inside, I just wanted to point out some stuff that I realized. So if you notice the front headlights, right, there is that design language where you have this going out at the side. It's the same as the rear lights too. The rear lights have that sign, so if you see there's like continuity in their design language. Okay, woo, it's very, very hot outside. Keyless. Start. Okay, so on the inside, what you see is what you get lah. I mean, look at this. I can reach. I've never been in a car. Okay, I'm lying. S660. I'm not frequently in a car where I can reach so many things so fast all at once. I feel so tall in this car. The interior is not so overwhelming, whereby there are red patches here, red patches at the side here if you notice, and the whole seat is red. And it gives me a little bit of, it's like semi-bucket seats in a way, I feel, even though it's not, but it feels like semi-bucket seats. But it's completely cushioned. There's like certain areas where it feels like leather, but I'm not too sure whether it's leather or not. However, the colour, it's a bit on the iffy side. Like, I wouldn't spec it this way if it was my car. But then again, it's not too overwhelming. It's not something that I'll be like totally turned off by. A little bit turned off, but not totally. Alright, so let's start with the driver's side, okay? So you have this feels like leather wrapped steering wheel. It's not flat bottom, and I don't need flat bottom. I think this is good enough. There's a honk. Pretty standard honk, yeah. You have your buttons here, but we were trying to set up the sound system, the Bluetooth, but to no avail. I couldn't do it. It's all in Japanese, so I'm sorry, I cannot show you the infotainment system. Apparently it's touchscreen. I have no clue. Nothing. So the meter cluster is very straightforward. You have all the important information just at you. And I think the nice thing about it, if you get this kind of car, is that there's Japanese words there. And it's just like, but then looking at it now, it seems like it's more Chinese instead of Japanese. I'm not too sure. Stocks is pretty simple. Everything is just like an arm's length away, literally. Middle here reminds me a lot of the S660, where it's just the basic necessities, which is just the aircon. That's it. Like, the more I talk about it, the more I feel like it's a very good car for older people. I always feel like I'm talking about cars for older people because everything is big, the font is big, the buttons are big, they can see everything. Very straightforward, it's not too complicated. And this one doesn't come with a gear knob, so when you buy the car, you have to actually buy your own gear knob as well. No, I'm just kidding. This, yeah, obviously they asked me do I need it, I said no. So it's the first time I'm actually driving a car without a gear knob here. There's power socket here, and it's I think it blinks when you put the top down. So when you drop the top and all, this one blinks to tell you that hey, we're in motion, it's coming down. Yeah, and even though it's such a small car, right, there's actually a lot of compartment space. Let me show you. There is a glove compartment here. Pretty, like, legit glove compartment. This thing, put the whole thing. I can put the whole thing inside. Yes. Thought I couldn't. Wow. Good leg room. Now the thing is, I'm 160, so I have no complaints at all about the leg room or any room for that matter, because I fit in pretty snugly. So later I will get a tall guy to sit inside to just, like, you know, show you, give you some perspective of how small or big the interior space is. Side here, there's also like a compartment here where you can put stuff, cup holders at the back here, and just like wherever they can find place to put compartment, they did. Like here also, you like can put stuff here, and then here is, yeah, for your windows. And then this one is pretty interesting because you open it like this instead of the other way. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's time we take it out for a test drive. Yeah, thank you so much, because I can drive. I'm so happy I can drive. Okay, let's go. Let's drop the top. Up the top. Thank you, my umbrella boy. To up the top, one button here. Press it down. That's how you drop the top to the Daihatsu Copen. CCQ, how tall are you?
173.
173.
I still can fit in.
How do you feel sitting in the Daihatsu Copen?
Not bad lah so far. You see my leg is still got rooms lah. Okay? One, two. Yes lah, a little bit right narrow, right? But then still can fit lah.
Okay.
because it's a K car, right? Of course. But then the good thing is about the top here, right? You see, still got clearance.
Your body is body long or leg long?
Leg long.
Oh, your leg long. So if body long, okay.
But body also standard lah.
Okay.
170 something still okay.
Okay.
But if you tell me that long distance, that see lah,
Oh, really,
right?
yeah.
Maybe your leg is like keep on this one, right? But compared to other cars, right, I think Copen is quite okay.
Yeah.
You still have leg rooms. See, still have leg rooms.
So when I sit in the car, I don't feel like I don't. But that's my size. I sit in whatever car, I don't feel small. So I feel like actually quite roomy,
quite roomy lah.
right? Not just me lah, right? You feel it also, right?
Yeah, yes.
I didn't force him to say anything one.
No. Still okay because we still have some compartments here. What we can see, we still have this center console, right? Here got some ropes here, and then also got this glove box, which cannot ask for more lah.
Your Miata got glove box ah?
My Miata doesn't have. That's why. Right? You still have the side pocket as well. Miata doesn't have as well.
Oh,
That's
really?
why. Doesn't have.
Actually, I feel more, how do you say, claustrophobic in the Miata as compared to this. This one feels more roomy.
This one feels more roomy lah. Right? Yes. But then if you say the actual size lah, it won't be too roomy. But then for your usage, right, like when you're sitting in here, all the things that you can access, right, I think it's designed for more, you know, more user friendly lah, like more big lah. Everything in here is like you easy to reach out, right? You still have some storage lah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Let's drive.
很重啊。
很重。不是重，我觉得是很 sticky， 还 OK 吧。Yeah, so it's not telescopic. It can only go up and down. Then it's not powered. So we are going to drive now, and as you can see, I didn't drop the top because it's actually damn freaking hot, even though I usually drop the top, but no, today is really very, very hot. So that's a good thing, you know. Everyone always say, "Aiya, you get drop the top for what?" That's the thing, it's a convertible, so sometimes you can convert it to a hard top, you convert it to a no top. That's the beauty of it, you know. You don't always have to drive with the top down. So the suspension is very, very comfortable. It's just that because it's a small car, so you can hear a lot of the noises that are going on. You can hear everything that's moving, and the fact that it's a convertible. So more so, you can hear a lot of things rattling. So if you're the type that your car cannot have sound, then I'm sorry, you cannot buy this car. Just being very honest.
It's a common stuff lah for convertibles.
Correct. Oh, 你的也有啊？
是会有一点啦，肯定会有一点声音。
哦，你的不是新的吗？
我没有很新啊。
没关系，你 drop then 没有声音了。
对，没有啦，你关的 top 没有什么声音，就是外面的声音咯。
是哦，那个 MH 很好哎，我觉得。
前面好像还可以试下看，它是不是新开的没有？几大件哦。
So we taking you around to tell alarm also. So CVT gearbox, so you can hear the whine. Now comes the wind noise. So when you hit about 80, then you can hear more of the wind noise. But before that, you don't really hear much. Yeah, when you hit above 80, very, very obvious. The wind noise, it just automatically comes in. But before that, you don't hear anything at all. The suspension is very interesting because it feels harsh, but it doesn't convey across to the passenger. So I can feel the car absorbing quite a lot, and it feels very harsh, but then to me I don't feel that uncomfortable. I feel like it's okay.
It's very comfortable.
And actually, even though it's a small car, I don't feel when I drive it, I don't feel like it's a very small car. It feels quite spacious actually. It's not too bad.
I think the design helps a lot. Like the design for you, I think quite user friendly.
Yeah.
Then you felt everything is like easy to reach lah. Like and it's not small. It's not small.
The visibility of this car, right, actually is very, very good. Like, I don't feel like there's a lot of blind spots, but because this is dark, maybe because this is dark, so you tend to feel a little bit claustrophobic. And you see, because I'm 160, so I tend to see more. I feel like I'm very close to the top right here, and I just feel more walls closing in on me. But other than that, I think it's good. You don't sit very low, even though it's a short car. You don't sit very low. Some cars, when you go in, you can actually feel like you're like, wah, and then you're like, wow, I'm old already. This one, no,
Yep.
you just, like, you
Yes.
just slide in. So it's actually very, like, the comfortable car among the convertibles, I would say. Because even in my NC, when I go in, I'm like, wow, loud, damn loud. Even though my
Yes.
one is a boat lah, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
MX-5 will be a little bit difficult lah.
Yes.
Than this lah.
Because maybe the chair angle also, because it
Mm.
dips inside. Obviously, it's a very fun car to drive. It's a very small car, and yeah, I can now it's all just straights lah. But I think when you take up the thing, it'll be quite fun. Safe or supposed to here, right? CCQ, what do you think of this car?
First thing, very cute.
Very cute.
Second thing also very cute.
So all in all, it's a very cute car.
Yeah, it's very cute car. I like cute cars lah. If I already have a ND, right? I was thinking getting a Copen or getting a S660 lah.
Oh, really?
That's my next target lah.
Really?
Yes, really, yes.
Copen or 660?
Yes, these two lah. But I haven't got the budget to get it lah. But then I was thinking these two car lah.
Okay.
See which car that. Let's see lah. Let's see how.
So between Copen and 660, which one would you get? Because it's quite similar ma, both cars, right?
Right. Both very similar car because both K car, right?
Yes.
So it's very difficult for me to choose lah one of it now lah. So I just put aside first.
Okay.
When I have the budget to buy, then I decide again.
Okay.
So I can't really sure which one to buy.
Okay.
But of course, this will be more cuter car than the S660 lah. That one more like muscular, like a box shape lah, like more sharp
angular,
design. Yes,
okay.
this one is be more like
It's a cuter design as compared to the
Yeah.
S660.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah. Very easy to drive. It just feels like a toy car.
Toy car, yes.
It feels like a toy car. It doesn't feel very sporty. It really just feel like I want to go out and play. That's it.
And the color as well, yellow color,
Yeah.
very sharp.
Wow, but when I accelerate, the noise is actually very loud.
Maybe because it's turbo lah, turbocharged.
Yeah. If you guys are interested in this car, come on over to the concept and they'll hook you up, hit CCQ up.
Yes.
I will put all his